for us. We had to play against zone. Every game you play in the preseason is to prepare you for league play. So now if someone throws a zone at us, I'm feeling pretty comfortable.
This is the Morning Rush.
That was John Calipari last night talking about his opponent, Greg Campy, who beat him last year in the NCAA tournament, and evidently they still are friends. Scheduled again, 92-62 the final, as Arkansas has a big, gargantuan of a second half. Shot the ball really, really well, 63% shooting in the second half, and pulled off a 30-point victory. Conference play begins this weekend. Go to Knoxville, Tennessee. That game's at what time? Like 12 o'clock, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, noon.
Yes.
On ESPN. Marquee game, number one team in the country. Got a lot of ranked teams in the AP Top 25, and it all gets underway this weekend in conference.
And that's where we begin this morning, brought to you by Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. The best brands at the best prices. We're talking Grand Design, Forest River, the Brinkleys. Start the new year out right in a brand new RV from Wheels RV and get a lifetime warranty on every new RV they sell. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, and discover with Wheels RV.
So I went out and drove a little bit. 5 a.m., no one's ever out when I'm driving in the morning. But even around 8 o'clock, there's not a soul on the streets. I don't know if it's just like that in Fort Smith, if it's across Arkansas. But this is a day. I know that we're here because we need to be, and it's the last day. You've got closing stuff, billing stuff, and a lot of things we got to take care of at the end of the year. But I think a lot of people took off today, Tommy, just based on the roadways in rush hour this morning.
I came in earlier than I've been coming in lately. Now that we get to sleep in a little bit, and yeah, the roadways were pretty clear. I think people are saving it up for tonight. You know, they're sleeping in a little bit today because they're going to have a late night tonight.
Speaking of tonight, what is the time, the over-under on how late you'll stay up tonight?
Depends on how good the football game is tonight.
Between Penn State and Boise State getting underway, you've got some other...
If that entertains me, it could be a little bit later, but it won't be because I'm in a bar or I'm hoisting a champagne glass at midnight. That's not in the plans.
Okay. Alabama and Michigan play today. You've got South Carolina and Illinois, LSU, and I think Baylor. And then the game tonight between Penn State and Boise State, some of the marquee games in the Southeastern Conference, and that one gets going later on tonight. What's your read? You think Ashton Jeanty is good enough to go up against one of the best defenses, if not the best defense he's played all year? I know he had a really good outing against Oregon early on in the season, but this is this again in this setting of the college football playoff, it's a little different. I know James Franklin has that stigma that he can't win big games. They did beat SMU at home. It's another opportunity for him
and the path
and that
is
team
set.
Later on. Yep.
I mean, and
it's what you were saying. Like it's easy for Penn State. Yeah.
Right. Well,
not easy, but I get what you're saying.
It's not as difficult as what obviously Ohio State's going to face this weekend. So I think Texas and Penn State have the best paths right now. I don't think you'd argue that. So maybe before and I meant to come in here and throw this topic out at you, but sometime later in the show, because I'm not ready to do it now. But
you still got to prep for it.
Well, I've got it in my head. I just want to put pen to paper. Let's reseed in Morning Rush style. What we would believe if we were going to reseed the top 8. We'll do that later in the show.
Okay.
Because I think if we were reseeding this, we'd have totally different matchups than what we'll get underway tonight.
All right, let's get into our opening drive, staying within college football.
I don't know that it's as simple as saying, let's name a commissioner and it solves all our problems. I don't think that's the case. I think we're governed by separate circumstances. Conferences govern us. NCAA governs us. Now we have courts governing us, and nobody is over all of those. I think a commissioner would be a nice thing in theory, but what can they effectively get done if everybody can't agree on something? It would be great. He's a huge advocate for college football. He wants to make it better. He's always been a person that believed in leave it better than you found it.
This is the opening drive presented by First Financial Mortgage in Fort Smith.
So I think Kirby Smart made some good points there. He was asked a little bit about Nick Saban as the czar, commissioner, whatever you want to frame him in college football, due to the fact that James Franklin kind of spoke on Nick Saban's behalf. But, Tommy, he presented, again, these obstacles. It's like there's so many variables, so many differing governing bodies that he alluded to that even if you put Saban in charge, he's not really in charge, is he? I mean, you know more about management and stuff like that than I do, but that made sense.
The thing that everybody forgets and has to be dealt with at some point is the patchwork of state laws that are governing in NIL in most cases. The laws in Alabama are different than in Georgia, that are different than in Arkansas, and just go down the list.
Yeah.
And some are more aggressive, some are more conservative. So until that's dealt with, you're not going to have a level playing field. Not everybody's starting at the same, starting line, but the finish line is the same. So those are, to me, that's the biggest issue that's got to be dealt with in college football. You never call the federal government for help, and I don't know if that's the only way you can do this. But
we're the government. We're here to help.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest lies ever told. One of the 3 biggest lies ever told. But you've got to at some point get a level playing field on the NIL rules and regulations, or it doesn't matter who's commissioner. Doesn't matter who would be in charge. But I mean, who would argue with the idea that Nick Saban should be the voice now? Nick Saban's in his 70s now. He looks very healthy, probably going to live a long life, but he would be the guy to get that started if you chose to go that way. But understand that's a 5-year window maybe. That's not he's going to lead the sport for the next 25 years.
Yeah, it's a placeholder for now. We also should mention it is your birthday. Have you hit 50 yet, or are you 49?
I am 49,
okay.
And I'm going to try to hold.
Okay, just hold the line right there. Did you glance in the fridge and see your obligatory Land Shark beer?
Well, you're not obligated.
No, it's like a moral compass of mine that I have to get it every single time. Yeah, it's obligatory.
Well, what's that word mean?
Obligated, moral, it's part of it. I will, as long as I continue to work here, you will get the same 12-pack of what is it? What are they called again?
Land Shark.
I almost said Lawn Shark. Land Shark beers in the fridge every single day. So make sure you take those home, because I think our staff will drink them if you're not careful.
Oh, they will leave it. Should we have? The question is, this is the Morning Rush Daily question, maybe early. Should we have one before the show's over?
I mean, I'm not above drinking on the job, but that's.
Oh, now wait a minute. That's all you ever talk about is how it's a work day.
Well, it is a work. I mean, but I'm 30 now.
Temple,
I did drink last night because I was at a rehearsal dinner. I broke my rule because it was a celebration of sorts, and since it technically is a celebration of your 49th, soon to be 50th birthday in a year from now, I would forego that rule just for you.
All right. We'll see how the rest of the show goes.
Okay, we'll see. All right, that is your opening drive here this morning. It's brought to you by our friends at First Financial Mortgage. Want to wish Ethan, Emily, and their entire team a happy new year. I know he was really great to me when it came to my house. And, again, so many questions I had when it came to that process. I know that's surprising that I didn't know anything about mortgages, but Ethan does. 5-star reviews littered on his Google page. Over 300 that he's got right now. 5 out of 5. Give him a call at 479-782-9300 or go online to ffb1.com. First Financial Mortgage, business of you, equal housing lender. Now, usually at this time, our buddy Bruce Dan of Pradco Fishing joins us, but he sent his son, who has now been an intern. I know it's a 5-week internship. What week are you in your internship? Slate, why am I? Stan is with us. I'm so used to, there's a movie character named Slade Wilson that I was saying over and over, and I just want to make sure it's Slate. Stan is with us this morning. How long are you into your internship process, buddy?
No, I'm not Deathstroke from Teen Titans time. But
yes.
I have been on my internship for about 3 weeks now.
Okay. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Is your dad rattling you a little bit?
He is. He'll send in his marketing buddies, and they'll all come try and harass me anyway.
Yeah.
Give you a hard time.
So did Dad step up and make this a paid internship?
Or?
Oh, he did, actually.
That's a big question. Wow.
That's a W.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're at least 1 for 1 in that category. What have you done?
He's better, because if Dylan was in here, it would not be a paid internship.
Well, it's radio versus lures. I mean, there's a lot more money when it comes to what the guys sell at Pradco across Arkansas, across the United States, than what we do on a daily basis. I mean, internships, it's just like
worldwide
at radio. I know internships when it comes to radio, it's just you assume you're not getting paid. So that's good. You're getting paid.
I want to be Bruce's international director of product testing. I need to go to all the warm places south of the equator and test these new products.
Hey, believe me, Chuck, that was my job description for the first 18 years.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something, or let's give a little background. Your mom is an Arkansas fan. Your dad's a Tennessee fan, so you root for both squads, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're a Thunder fan. I know you were in attendance the other night. Jalen's back. Y'all watched him can of 3 within a minute of getting subbed in, which was awesome. Thunder's #1 seed in the West right now. Probably the best team in the NBA. They smacked around the Memphis Grizzlies the other night, which is encouraging. We're both Packers fans. You're probably a bigger Packer fan than me. I'm more of a fantasy football fan than I am a Packer fan. And you carried on the Stan legacy at Hendricks as a kicker, which your brothers both did. So that's kind of cool to have that against Cycle and Conway.
Yeah, I kind of thought that being a kicker was something I wasn't gonna like when I first picked it up, but I guess all that soccer experience kind of just kicked in as soon as I started kicking football and carried me all the way to college.
Do you think you could win $150K on game day like McAfee offers out?
I'd look Pat McAfee dead in the eye and tell him you are not donating that money to the hurricane relief today. You're donating it to me.
Yeah. What's the longest field goal you've ever had during a game?
During a game? 43 yards.
Okay. Tommy,
not the longest, but
Oh, it's longer than me or Tommy can do. What is it?
I can make the extra point.
You think so? It's been a while since I've kicked field goals, but I love watching that McAfee.
When did you ever kick field goals?
Went back in high school.
You were the kicker.
No, but in
okay,
practice and stuff.
Oh.
I mean, just screwing around and whatnot. It's part of having fun. You always test and see, and you're playing soccer, and then you get a football out, and you see how. I mean,
so none in an actual game.
No, of course not. Come on, it's athletics, Tommy. It's athletics. All right, are you ready for the Pradco Pyramid of Power?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. Hopefully, he'll fill in admirably for his father's shoes.
Maybe become full time.
Don't put that pressure on me.
Push your father out.
I'm as big of a
basketball teams in the SEC. Let's find out.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
This is the Pradco Pyramid of Power.
So, right now is where we're going to see what you're made of. Because I'm going to let you go first. Now, I have no doubt in my mind, zero doubt, if your dad was sitting in that chair, who would be #1? It would be Tennessee, right? So,
correct.
Who is the #1 team in your Pradco Pyramid of Power? Are you going to homer up, or do you have a different perspective?
Well, I'm living up to the family name, Chuck, and I'm going to put Tennessee at #1 with the good old 12-0 record.
All right.
Chaz Lanier, he's replacing Connect very well, I think. And Ziegler, he's looking like the best point guard in college right now. I mean, plain and simple. We're playing Arkansas, hosting January 4th in the SEC opener. I think this is going to be where boys become men,
Did he write that for you?
Some of it.
All right. Well, as Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend. I'm going with Auburn, #1. And let me tell you why. Auburn's 11-1 and Tennessee is 12-0. But they played Duke. They beat Houston. They've beat Iowa State. They have beat Purdue. All ranked teams in part of their 11-1 record. And that one loss was to Duke, who was number 9 at that point. So I'm going to go with Auburn just because I think they've had a better non-conference resume. Tennessee's best win right now is Baylor. They haven't played a lot of ranked teams. They do have the undefeated record. They do pass the eye test. I'm going with the Auburn Tigers this week at 11-1 as the #1 team of the Pradco Pyramid of Power.
All right, Slade, who's at 2?
For 2 is your #1, Auburn, sitting at 11-1. Like you said, only blemish is the loss at Duke, which is nothing to be ashamed of. Janai Broom, legit National Player of the Year candidate right now. Unreal coming out right now. Their rim defense is second last year, but first this year. I think they're just going to keep bolstering that and make it hell for players to get to the rim for them.
All right, so I got Tennessee at 2. We kind of went through some of that at 12-0. Who do you have at #3?
#3 for me, I got Bama sitting at 10-2. Backing up their Final Four season. Only losses Purdue, Oregon, and they open up SEC play with Oklahoma. I think that should be it.
That's going to be a really good game, hopefully.
All right, so we differ at 3. We'll see if we flip-flop again. I got Florida at #3. They're 13-0. They haven't beat a ranked team yet. They open with Kentucky, so this is subject to change, but I really like the way that team looks. I got Florida at #3.
That's shocking to me. I don't know. I think Bama, you look up and down that roster, you got 13 guys that can ball. They're going to be sharing that rock like everybody on the team can play.
Nate Oates has done a phenomenal job there the last 4 or 5 years.
So do you have Florida at 4, or you got them further down?
I do have Florida at 4.
All right, so we
undefeated.
flip-flop.
They're gonna put this unbeaten to the test at Kentucky. I really think that's gonna be a huge game for them. And they played number 1 Vols after.
Yeah.
And then Arkansas.
Yeah. So I've got Bama at 4. So we just flip flop 1 and 2, and we flip flop 3 and 4. Bama plays OU, as we talked about, another undefeated team in this league, and I got Alabama at 11 and 2 as number 4. Number 5, I've got Kentucky, 10 and 2. They beat Gonzaga. They beat Duke. They opened with Florida, as we mentioned a moment ago. I got Kentucky at number 5.
I'm right there with you, Chuck. I got Kentucky at number 5 as well. Nothing but good things to say about them right now. But, yeah, there's just so much good competition in the SEC. It's hard to put them any higher for me.
And I've got Oklahoma, 13 and 0. They open with Bama. Haven't been tested like some of the other teams, but they're one of 3 undefeated teams in the SEC right now. I've got Oklahoma at the 6th spot right now in my Pradco Pyramid of Power.
For me, I got the Hogs sitting at number 6.
Wow.
All right.
11 and 2. I mean, they've won 6 straight since that embarrassing loss to Illinois on Thanksgiving. They really haven't let a performance like that hit them since, and I think they'll keep things going.
All right. So that's the Pradco Pyramid of Power. I've got Tennessee, Auburn, Florida, Bama, Kentucky, OU. I've got Auburn, Tennessee, Florida, Bama, Kentucky, OU. You've got it flip-flopped at the top with Tennessee 1, Auburn 2. You've got Bama 3. I've got Florida 3. We flip-flop those. Kentucky, we both have them at number 5. And we differ on the last spot. Oklahoma, you've got Arkansas. Ty, where are we right? Where are we wrong?
Tommy, I would agree with you about Auburn. They've had a brutal schedule, and they played a tight one in Cameron Indoor earlier this year. Janai Broom's the player of the year so far in this league. I'd put Auburn at the top, but I would put Bama above Florida. I like Slade at 3. Alabama's like he's lethal. They've got 13 deep. Nate Oates has got himself a squad again. They got probably the best combo, the 1-2 punch in the SEC, and Sears and Nelson. So I'd be scared. All these teams that you're going to have to play, you don't avoid a one of them if you're Arkansas. So it's
name me a one of these 6 or 7. He's got Arkansas in. We pretty much have the same ones.
Yeah.
Other than that, who of that list can't make the Final Four this year?
Florida. On that list, Florida.
Okay.
Todd Golden's a 3rd-year head coach in this league, I think. I'd just be
It's not
very
players,
suspect.
it's coach.
That would, yeah. I think when you look up and down the other 5 or 6 teams that you have, I would say that's the one that if I'm going to pull out, it would be that.
So why not regular season Rick?
Maybe it is this year. What does your dad just get like tense around NCAA tournament time? I know they made it to the Elite 8 last year, but I know he wants that streak desperately to end, as do Craig and Deere and all Tennessee fans when it comes to their basketball squad.
You know, it was interesting because last year we didn't overperform, but we didn't underperform. And my dad was somewhat okay with that.
Mhm.
You know, I think just getting to the seed is the first step for him. And I think if we can just break that streak this year, I think this is the perfect year to do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
They'll be tested, battle tested. No
over
question.
under. How far does any team go in this league undefeated? And let's base it on games: 4 games, 5 games, 3 games.
3 games. I'll say 3 games.
So the over under is 3. Well, let's just make it an even 3 instead of a half. We'll make it 3.5. So you're going under.
I would say like by the 3rd game, someone's going to lose in this league.
Right, so you don't think anyone's going to be 4-0? Okay.
I'll give it 5.
I think the
5.
you brought this up. I think the conference champion regular season is going to win like 13 or 14 games, if that. I mean, your first 3 opponents are ranked.
Yeah.
Just for Arkansas, and you brought up Kentucky having to play Florida game 1, and Tennessee's got Arkansas. Like it's just you look everywhere you look, it's a ranked opponent or a quad 1 opportunity for these SEC coaches. And Cal was talking last night. He hasn't looked at any SEC film, is what he said. He's going to do that on a recruiting visit today, but I don't know if he's not going to like what he looks, or he's going to do his like prototypical oof.
I bet he's looked at some film. So
You think
All
that
right.
was just played up a little bit?
Did Dad send some talking notes on? Is it Bobby Garland, Baby Shad? Is it Rebel? What did he send you to talk about today?
He sent me to talk about LearNet, Chuck.
All right.
So LearNet, you know, they It's all your wants and needs for all Pradco fishing lure.
Yeah, everything's there. So had some great Black Friday specials, but if you want to see everything in the lineup, you go to lurenet.com, and I mean it's all there. Some of the hand painted design stuff, and a lot of that is made right here in Arkansas.
Yep, made right here in Fort Smith, Arkansas. We have a factory warehouse that we built right next to the office, and it's all renovated. It looks really nice. And we got free shipping for all U.S. orders over $35. All your favorite brands, Rebel, Yum, Booyah. I really think you should check it out if you like fishing.
Lurenet.com or stop it. You got the Bass Pro Shops hat on today, the Bobby Garland shirt. You can go to
Rocking
Bass
all
Pro
the gear.
Shops, Dick's, Academy. It's all there. Or your favorite local tackle shop is going to have it all as well. Admirable job.
I appreciate
Admirable
it.
job. And I like how you got Arkansas in there at the tail end. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you.
All right.
I hope you stay up.
No change.
No, yeah, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think
change.
that's gonna happen. All right,
So,
we've got our.
Got a longer day on the first trying to watch all this football.
Yeah, there's a lot of football to take in. 92-62, the final last night. We'll talk more about that game in your Hog Update here with John Calipari. Had to say about his team's performance. A couple guys in double digits had some good games, including Adu Thero, who continues to dazzle for this Arkansas basketball team. Also, a few more Arkansas players listed on Phil Seal's all SEC selections. We'll tell you who coming up. It is a Tuesday edition of the Morning Rush here on ESPN Arkansas.
Follow the show on Twitter at HitThatLineAR and on Facebook and Instagram at HitThatLine.
This is former Razorback, wide receiver, and All-American track and field athlete Richard Smith, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta WW book.
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
This building is one of the toughest to play in.
This is the Morning Rush.
State sales tax paid now through New Year's Day at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. You heard right. State sales tax paid on every pre-owned vehicle on the lot, but only through New Year's Day. This will save you hundreds, likely even thousands, but only through New Year's Day. This deal does not apply to previously negotiated deals. State sales tax paid on every pre-owned vehicle on the lot now through New Year's Day at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Over the river and through the woods, to Salisaw we go. Mock Legal Solutions is opening a second location to serve our Eastern Oklahoma clients. 105 East Chickasaw. For divorce and custody, let us give you the Christmas gift of a new start. And for personal injury, we will get you a settlement check when Grandma gets run over by that reindeer. 918-238-2363. Or check out our website at mocklegalsolutions.com. Free intakes and payment plans available. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
For the weekend. The holidays are here, and Four Corks is your holiday celebration headquarters. Special times with a few or just for you makes Four Corks Wine, Beer, and Spirits your holiday party planning destination. Four Corks, 8000 Fort Smith. It's time to celebrate Arkansas. With Four Corks Wine, Beer, and Spirits, Four Corks is your final stop before the big game. Wine, beer, craft beer, bourbon, and even cigars. Your watch party destination is Four Corks, 8000 Street, Fort Smith.
Whether it's torque, horsepower, or just extreme work, diesel trucks do their job. But when your diesel truck needs maintenance or repair, it's time to head to Extreme Diesel. Everything from standard maintenance to extreme repairs, including injector testing. Extreme Diesel delivers. They have the tools and service for your Cummins, Duramax, or Power Stroke. You trust your truck to deliver on your needs, and you can trust your truck at Extreme Diesel. 6630 Alma Highway between Van Buren and Alma. Check them out on Facebook or give them a call at 651-3363. They're bilingual, now offering CP4 solutions for both Chevy and Ford.
Are you tired of the same old smelly gym? Then it's time to try something new. Let's hang out. The Hangout Fitness and Sports is the River Valley's only multi-sport family-friendly facility. It boasts a 24-hour gym and indoor courts for tennis and pickleball. Over 8,000 square feet for the gym alone. It's never overcrowded. The Hangout has certified trainers on staff with group personal training available. If HIIT, bar, yoga, or Pilates is your thing, they have them too. Join today and get December free with a 3-month commitment. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Jam Mart. Brad Tyson and their entire team are so thankful this time of year during the holidays. We appreciate all of our customers that enjoy the beverage bar at Boonville, the hot food at Phoenix, and the deli at Jam Mart number 10. We know you're loving the updated pumps at our gas stations, and we're continuing to strive to find new creative ways to improve every single day. If you love Jam Mart, please leave us a 5-star review on Google. Happy holidays from your friends at Jam Mart.
Are you an angler having trouble finding all the bait, tackle, and more for your fishing needs? Make a Wake Bait and Tackle, now located in Fort Smith next to Wits Marine on North 11th Street, is your place. Make a Wake Bait and Tackle also has the largest selection of plastics in the River Valley. Reactor Innovation, Bobby Garland, Zoom, Mega Bass, and more. Check out the Daiwa Rod and Reels. Make a Wake Bait and Tackle, 803 North 11th Street at Fort Smith, 479-926-9320. Also get your rod and reels repaired. Come see us next to Wits Marine at Make a Wake Bait and Tackle.
Courtside with Fort Smith Public Schools.
Pretty exciting. First time that we've done a podcast, and we're going to try to promote Fort Smith Public Schools, what we do, our basketball at all 6 schools, the 4 middle schools and both high schools. And then, of course, we've got several big-time tournaments coming up, one that starts today. And so this is going to be exciting.
Coaches take you inside on what's going on in Fort Smith sports. New episode every week on the Hit That Line podcast network and on hitthatline.com.
Takes for 3. It's on the way. Yes! Yes!
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Arkansas football. It's the players running to the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Suey.
Yes, sir.
Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
Knox with the board ahead to Wagner. Into the front court. Thero to the rim. It goes and one.
Adu Thero continues to have success for this Arkansas basketball team. 22 points last night, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He was awesome last night. Actually 20 points. That was corrected after the fact. 3 steals, 2 blocks, 8 of 12. That's what's most impressive to me, Tommy, is his production is so efficient. He only takes around 10 shots a game, and he winds up with 20 points because the guy's getting to the line so much, which he made 6 of his 6 free throws last night too.
He just plays hard, doesn't he? I mean, he's beyond athletic, but just plays hard. He's not. He is willing to drive in there and stick his nose into their big guy, and comes out so many times the way he holds and hangs his body and makes some off-balance shots. Mm-hmm. He's fun to watch.
Yeah. By the way, I got to ask, have you ever been mistaken for Chuck Barrett?
No, I've been called worse though. So
Bruce, Texas said, I didn't know Chuck grew his hair back a little bit. Yeah, I was cracking up. You've said you've been, or you said people say you look like Archie or Sean Miller's the lookalikes that you've heard before.
Yes.
I don't know if
doppelgangers.
If Chuck is there, or Phil gets Joe Rogan from time to time.
I can see that.
But I thought that was pretty entertaining because Bruce was texting me during that. So
you got to think about yours, Ty.
I don't know who mine is. It's probably negative, to be honest. My buddies, when I grow my hair out, call me Hillary Clinton because of how my hair looks. Not a fan of that one at all. Back to the
good information.
Yeah, I
appreciate knowing that.
Truthful to a fault. That's that's one of my many faults. Cal was in the locker room after the game, pretty complimentary of his team. They got SEC play underway this Saturday.
They were a handful. And then all of a sudden we wore them out. We got a couple steals. You got a couple plays, and you broke it open. We need every guy, don't we?
Yes.
Like, we need every guy bringing their best effort, how hard they're going to play.
So you didn't get a full complemented team. By the way, in 12 games, they have been missing someone every single game.
Yeah.
I saw that in the game notes last night, but you had Jonas Adu was sick, so he got taken out, I think, 15 minutes ago. You didn't have John L. Davis last night. He's still doing with that wrist. I hope the guys are going to be ready for Saturday. You're not going to win the game on Saturday if you don't have Jonas Adu. It's just not going to happen. So hopefully he is back to health for this upcoming game in Knoxville.
But you look at that first half, and, the halftime score was 3-point game, 42-39. Briefly there, 2/3 of the way through the first half, Oakland had a small lead. Arkansas opened it up in the last, 4 minutes of the first half to have the halftime edge. But first half shooting, 57% from the floor, 33% from the three-point line, made 7 of your 8 free throws. That's not, when you look at offensive production, that's not horrendous. Had a few turnovers you'd like to have back. I thought they took in the ball game several ill-advised passes where they tried to, cross the key and go across the court, and those got intercepted. But those are fixable things where you take a risk that you probably can't take on Saturday. But
I think Boogie was 6-0 on assisted turnover rate. Yeah, he didn't have a turnover last night. So they have.
But as a team, there were several passes that got intercepted that, they were angles and distances you probably
don't
take.
Yeah, don't take it
risk,
all.
but you could afford to take those risks and those passes in that game.
Yeah.
But, I just look, it wasn't like it was the first half that you were horrendous in shooting. You were still nearly 60%. Now, second half, you opened up 63% shooting, 7 of 12 from the three-point line for the game. You end up 45% behind the three-point line at 10 of 22, so and 12 of 14 at the free throw line. So I think Oakland gave you all they had. I think Oakland got mentioned a few times their travel to Hawaii and some of their distance travel they've had lately probably caught up to them in that second half last night.
That's your Hog Update this morning here on a Tuesday, brought to you by our friends at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
You know how we asked the question, what are you going to do differently in 2025, the New Year's resolution? Well, one of the things I want to ask this morning is, what are you not going to do? And I'll pose this question to our friend David Rath of Rath Mitsubishi. David, what are you not going to do in 2025? Rather than just the easy, what are you going to do or try to accomplish? What are you not going to do this upcoming year?
I am not going to cut back on coffee intake.
Keep it rolling even more?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we ain't quitters around here.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, hey, literally, it's less than 24 hours. I know that, again, some people didn't get the vehicle they wanted for Christmas, and they've still got a chance to drive it in 2025 with something new, something pre-owned, and you've got a lot of stuff going on right now, rebates and a whole lot with the holiday cash promo as well.
Yeah, we do. So, we're looking for a big finish in December, and, both new car side and pre-owned. We got today left for, you get rates as low as 0.99 on new Outlanders with approved credit. Or a lot of people are going with the rebate option. It makes a lot of sense. You're going to get $3,500 off. If you go that way, we've got trade-in incentives on those too. So there's some extra money you kind of stack up there. And then on both the new and road-ready certified pre-owned side. So either side, you're going to take advantage of $500 holiday cash. No, we're technically after the holidays, but I just spent 2 hours walking around Walmart with my kids last night, buying stuff with Christmas money. So people are still shopping. So, so we're going to keep doing that through the end of today, too.
A coffee man and a car man. That's our friend David Rath with Rath Mitsubishi. David, have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you next year.
Yeah, you guys too.
All right. Again, Tommy, be mulling over that. What are you not going to do in 2025? Big CU as well. If you want to jump in, do so at 877-377-6963. One of our topics this morning as we roll on the last day of the year in 2024.
Arkansas's home for the best sports talk.
Hey, this is Bobby Carpenter with ESPN Radio, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum-Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta www book.
Dad, it's Facebook. The website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Hey, this is former Razorback Jalen Williams, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
Hey, folks, here at Road Chevrolet, 2800 Alma Highway in Van Buren, Crawford County's only new car dealer. I've got Grant Neal, general manager. Grant, man, what a great selection you guys have here at Road Chevrolet.
It's really awesome. You know, we've been looking at trying to expand our inventory, and right now the selection's the best it's been in a long time. Full line of new light-duty trucks. Got I think over 10 heavy-duty trucks in stock, including the 3500 cabin chassis, as well as the extremely popular custom 2500 that everybody's in love with.
There have been times when some dealerships have charged over MSRP. What about here at Rhodes?
Well, no, I mean, we've never charged over MSRP through all the craziness we never did, and now we're even marking below MSRP.
And if you need financing, you can take care of that too.
Oh, absolutely. Robert Good, our finance director, is an absolute wizard at working the banks. GM Financial's offering rates as low as 1.9% for well-qualified buyers on select new Chevys, and we haven't seen rates that low in a very long time.
Come by today, 2800 Alma Highway, Van Buren Road, Chevrolet.
Hey, this is Dr. Cole Johnson at River Valley Smile Center. You hear my partner, Dr. Charles Liggett, at 12:15 on halftime every Monday. Dr. Liggett and I have worked at River Valley Smile Center together for 11 years now. Like the Hogs, we have a great team. Do you have a unique dental procedure, a complex dental problem, or are you just nervous about dental work? Come see me for sedation dentistry, implants, implant-supported dentures, as well as cosmetic dentistry. We are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith at the River Valley Smile Center. Check us out online at rivervalleysmiles.com or call 479-646-0706.
Billy, can I ask you a question?
You just did.
Seriously, we are getting a lot of positive comments about you. What's your secret?
Oh, I just follow the 4 W's.
4 W's? Aren't there 5?
5?
Yeah. What, where, when, why, and who?
Wes, who starts with an H?
That's how.
I don't know how. It just does.
No, who starts with a W?
You sure?
Positive.
Anywho, my 4 W's are, what would Wes want? I picture every customer like there's you asking for something. What you want is what they want. What would Wes want? WWWW, 4 W's, makes 8 U's.
Huh?
Treat customers like you, and it doubles the people. Pretty simple the way I see it.
4 W's. What would Wes want? Billy, you're brilliant.
Eat Jim's, RazorbackPizza.com.
Happy New Year from Sharp Equipment. Come on over to the new Sharp Equipment today and explore what all Sharp has to offer. From our latest offers and deals as a Wacker Newson dealer to customized hydraulic and industrial hoses, equipment repairs, and as a Cinnabogan authorized service provider, we're able to offer even more. Stop in to check out the new location at 5608 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith, or give us a call at 479-649-0500 to see how at Sharp Equipment we help you move more than just the world. We help you move forward. Sharp Equipment, your Wacker Newson dealer.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. Here at ESPN Arkansas, we rely on Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on the radio station when we're not here. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your stuff. Guardtronic, license E50.
With the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell,
Luxury is all in the details. A cheesy gordita crunch with the crisp bite of a crunchy taco wrapped in a pillowy flatbread. A beefy 5-layer burrito with seasoned beef stacked on velvety melted cheese. A crunchy taco, chips and nacho cheese sauce, and a medium drink. All for just $7. Live Lux for less today at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks exclude free tax extra.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
Well, you kind of brought it up before the break. I mean, it seems, what was the word you used earlier in the show? Obligatory. It seems obligatory that we talk about New Year's resolutions.
It's a good word, right?
Today. Well,
I looked it up.
It would be a lot better if you knew exactly what it meant.
I looked it up in the thesaurus before I used it because I knew it was going to be in my initial statement. I legitimately looked it up. It is. I am obligated to get you that same 12-pack of beer every single. What is it? 31st of December.
32nd. But anyway, so. Rather than just ask the standard question, I think you kind of twisted it, and I like the way you rephrased it.
Huh?
What are you not going to do in 2025? So I am not going to quit having a Weller's a couple times a week, maybe 4.
Okay.
So
I'm not going to not drink during the week.
I'm not going to quit hitting golf balls, even though I spray them everywhere. Seemingly, I'm not going to quit doing that. I tell you what I'm going to not do. I'm going to quit skipping out on trips to the river. That's what I'm going to quit doing. Because I let work get in the way. Well, I hadn't been.
Just mail it in. You're 20 in. Mail it in.
I hadn't been to the river since like October. So I'm going to quit doing that too. So those are some of the things I'm going to quit doing.
Let me give you a little piece.
I mean, I've got internet there. I can do the show there. I can get work done there. I'm going to quit not going.
Okay. I'll keep the lights
Those
on
are
here.
some
Don't
things.
worry. Yeah. Don't worry about that.
I can get my stuff done from.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The lights will get kept on here.
Yeah.
All right. 3 things I jotted down. Some are serious, some aren't. Non-serious. I'm going to stop looking at my phone before bed because I don't sleep worth a bleep. That is the most frustrating thing. I used to sleep great. Sleep until 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Even on weekends now, when I stay up till 2, I'm up at 7. And I can't, and I always have to pee.
Comes with age.
I always have to pee.
Yeah.
All the guys listening know that's like when you turn 27, that just happens. And I intentionally don't drink before bed most of the time, and I still have to get up every single time. But apparently, looking at your phone before bed is bad, so I'm not going to do that in 2025.
Really? I'm horrible.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Mine's on do not disturb all the time, just so I don't get distracted. But I'm going to try and again read instead of do that. The 2 things that are more serious. Just not being envious, like social media. I'm bad about this, like popping on Instagram or X or any of the others and just seeing what else someone else has had and just instantaneously being like, I want that. I need that, blah, blah, blah. That's just not good for like your psyche or anything.
You don't want to covet in 2025.
No, no coveting. It is a, help me on this, guys. Good gosh. Thou shalt not covet. That's a 10 commandment, right? Okay.
It's one of them.
Generally about your neighbor's wife, but go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Don't need to do that either. The biggest one, I just don't need to complain. Like in the parameters of the show, it's fine because it's bits and we're just having fun. We're goofing off. But like outside of like anytime before 9 a.m. and anytime after 11 a.m., like there's just no need. Like I have a pretty cush life where I don't have like to do hard labor. Got a good family, good friend group, good work environment. And then I just realized, like, why am I complaining about this? Like, you candy ass. I say that to myself after I moan about something or I'm just like, you idiot. Because, again, coworkers of mine occasionally do something that tick me off, like all of you. It's like, why am I being like this? You have
when he
such
said all of us, was he looking at me and you,
blessed
Colton?
Life. No, I was looking at the screen, so I didn't want to like narrow it down to any one individual.
The room,
every single coworker at our company has ticked me off in some way, shape, or form. But I think the complaining thing is probably the biggest and the realest.
Hopefully, I led the way in 2024.
In
That's one
complaints,
of my goals.
In complaints,
no, kicking you off.
No. I just listen. I'm usually
one of my few joys and pleasures left in life.
Just hacking me off. It's more Arkansas sports that do it to me. That's not a complaint, but again, just like stuff that happens, and I just decide that I have to voice something when other people in the world have far more difficult things that have encountered in their life, and I'm sitting there complaining and at the end of the day, no one cares. Like when you voice a complaint, no one cares. I realize I can't remember who told me that. Someone older and wiser. That's reality. So that's a real thing. Do you have any real theme? Like,
well,
yours were more joking. That's real.
Just
we're
along
real.
those lines.
We're real.
I
on
don't,
the
I don't want to get too heavy or philosophical, but it hit me pretty. It hit me this morning that hey, before 7:15 this morning, I had text from my mom and a phone call. My wife came in and told me happy birthday and she loved me. My daughter, my oldest daughter, had sent me a text.
Did you get breakfast in bed?
And my football crew had all texted. And all of those texts or exchanges ended with "I love you." That's one thing we don't stop to probably count our blessings on is having people in our lives that you impact them, but they impact you as much or more, and that you share that love for your brothers. My brother was another one that texted me. Ted, I mean, all those things mean so much. As you get older, you'll value them more. As you have kids, and then I haven't had my first grandkid yet, and that can wait a while, Taylor. You value those things more. So, I don't need a big party. I don't need a big fancy dinner or anything. Just, the older you get, the more you appreciate having, about 10 different people text you before 7:15 on your birthday, and somehow in that text, the words "I love you" or "love you, mean it," as our football crew says, comes up. Those things are the things you value, the people you can count on with a flat tire at 3:30 in the morning.
There's some emotion. We invoked
it's
some
the
emotion
presence.
out
It's
of
the
you
presence,
do you want
not
me to,
the presence.
Do you want me to
It's
tell
good
you I
stuff.
love
It's
you?
good stuff.
I know you do. So
okay. It's just kind of it's unspoken in a sense.
That's what I thought he was getting at. I thought he was going to say, we don't say I love you enough around here. I
well,
thought,
we probably don't. So.
No, there's another phrase
Those
that
are
is
things you
typically
value,
before
though.
you.
I mean, you're not there yet at 30, but you'll.
No, I get that. Like, just from
because those are the things that really matter. Doesn't matter, all these other things, the material things, and they're nice. They make you happy in the moment, but they're not going to be at your bedside when the final day comes.
Yeah, and that's a good way to. But I sent my dad this reel. Speaking of being too much on social media, just like as a father and what he has impacted my life and everything. And I just wanted to, and I'm not good. I just assume a lot of these things are understood, but it does feel good to hear.
We talked about this with, talking about Greg Gumbel yesterday.
This Dr. Phil. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, but we spent 15 minutes yesterday talking about Greg Gumbel, how great he was, and what an awesome person he was, and all these tributes from Jim Nantz and other people, and how we enjoyed listening to him with, the March Madness coverage and all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And, the point was made that, hey, why do we wait till someone's gone to really tell them what we think? So
yeah, Annie Mountain Home says nothing says I love you, Tommy, like Ty giving you a thing of Land Shark beer.
Exactly right.
Him, Chase, JT, and others have
need some Bacardi Limon to go with it. Have some loaded Land Shark, a little lime. Now that's how you bring in the new year.
I think the last time I had a Land Shark is when I threw it after I lost a bet in your backyard. No, that was a Michelob Ultra, but
it wasn't a glass bottle.
No, that would have
still be out there picking up shards of glass.
Yeah, we wouldn't want you to mow over that and break the mower. All right, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. I know it's been a big 2024 for Christian and Nate. They opened their business for the first time this year. These are guys that love golf, love Northwest Arkansas, two Rogers boys, and they built an incredible facility, 122 Grant Place in Lowell. If you love golf, or if you're just like looking for a place for a party, gender reveal, corporate event, whatever the case may be, this is the place. I'm telling you, when you walk in, you'll be amazed. They've got several bays, and it's cost per bay. It's not cost per person. It's cost per bay. BYOB. Check them out at cartpasssocial.com. All right, so I think, again, we've been volunteered to drink these beers, so we can drink these beers. What text did you just get?
Our buddy Nick up at Herman says, Ty, stop talking. Just you're getting off into the deep end of the pool, and Nick and I both have enough, gray whiskers and gray hairs that,
What did I say?
I stop talking. That's
Okay.
what Nick. Hey, when Nick speaks, you listen, right?
Yeah, that's true. Zach's in Springdale this morning. Zach, what's going on?
Well, I'm told that our fearless leader got a year older today. Is that correct?
That's
yes.
Zach.
Yes.
Now, Tommy, you're entering the fourth quarter of life, and I have some sage advice from someone who is at the 2-minute warning of life.
Yes.
Soft foods and Viagra are the key to everything when you get to be your age. 2, peeing on the outside of your pants is considered a good day. And 3, yeah, look, you get older, things happen.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. What year is this? 55, 56? What are we this year?
49. So, for real.
We're okay.
Real.
The lies that we tell ourselves to get through it. I would. Now, you're not planning on staying up till midnight, correct?
Not in this time.
What is the over/under? What is the over/under?
Not. What's the one?
Will you make 50 under 50 this year?
Huh?
Will you make 50 under 50 this year?
Do they have
the last year? We can figure it out.
We can start one.
There's
Only
plenty
if we start it will that make yeah. But no, I mean you figure out the time zone. I'll make it to midnight, just as long as it isn't Central or Eastern. Keep going east.
All right.
So.
Have you had a
okay?
pop? Go ahead, Zach.
It's a 3-day recovery period when you get into your 50s if you're going to stay up till midnight. Just keep that in mind as you go forward.
Oh, there is zero chance I'm hoisting a champagne glass at midnight.
Tyler brings up an
Zero.
important point that Zach is technically older than Tommy.
Oh, much
older.
And much grayer. So
Tommy's got highway miles. My body's got Madison County dirt road miles on
yeah.
it. We are in two different. We're at two different stages of life.
Well, we're both over
happy
mileage.
Birthday.
That was the
exactly.
clean
happy
living.
Birthday, and enjoy all of it. And I got to go corral our people because we got something to do at 2:00. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, Zach. See, the difference is like Zach's drug-infested youth versus your clean living. That's why he has those miles differently.
Soft foods and Viagra, the key to a happy.
Have you had to pop the blue pills yet?
No, never had one of them.
Not even for
I'm married for
special
20
weekend.
years. Just
knock on wood.
Yeah.
Brennan.
Thank you. So how do I segue out of that? All my training should teach me. Hey, I tell you what, Friday we'll do the Fence Man Friday picks.
Don't set me up.
Friday we'll get to do college basketball, and we will have a heck of a slate of SEC games in the Fence Man Friday picks. I was looking at a post on the Fence Man's Facebook page this morning.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of different types of fencing that they have. They had wood privacy, vinyl fencing, chain link, probably more your speed, but custom commercial jobs, residential jobs. They had one commercial picture on there where they built a chain link fence that was like an odd size. It was like 5 feet wide, but 50 feet tall. They can do it all. The Fence Man, 782-3936. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
Folks, it's that time of year again.
Mom, what's he talking about?
Matt, I have no idea.
It's hoop time, and in about a month, it's going to be baseball season.
And the Stadium Shop has everything you need.
Whether it's decorating your fan cave or getting something to wear for the game, we have what you need.
We even have Nike basketball jerseys, sideline apparel, even brands like Cutter and Buck and Champion.
Or how about something from Tommy Bahama or Coliseum for those Hawaiian shirt Sundays?
Guys, Nike baseball team hats and jerseys will get here about the 1st of February. Hey, Matt, do you know what's blue but doesn't weigh very much?
No, what?
Light blue.
Mom, please help.
Matt, there's no cure for a dad joke.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum-Walker Stadium, or shop us on them Insta WW book.
Dad, it's
Facebook.
the website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hi, this is Truett Tollett with WT Equipment. We're here to help you get ready for the year ahead. Take advantage of our small engine shop special. Just $129 to service your mower or handheld equipment, any brand. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. While you're here, check out New Holland Tractors, Bobcat Equipment, and more. Tough, reliable, and ready to work as hard as you do. Visit any of our locations or online at WTEquip.com. WT Equipment. Equip your future. Elevate your potential.
This is the Morning Rush.
With the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell, luxury is all in the details. A cheesy gordita crunch with the crisp bite of a crunchy taco wrapped in a pillowy flatbread. A beefy 5-layer burrito with seasoned beef stacked on velvety melted cheese. A crunchy taco, chips and nacho cheese sauce, and a medium drink. All for just $7. Live Lux for less today at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks exclude freezes. Tax extra.
The big after Christmas sale is underway at Jelco Outdoors. Check out the huge savings under the porch and throughout the store. Save 50% off select work, hunting, and casual clothing by Ariat, Wrangler, Sitlock, Drake, Browning, Pursuit Gear, and more. Hurry in while the selection is at its best. Don't miss the big Jelco Outdoors 50% off after Christmas sale. Jelco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. Open New Year's Day, 10 till 5.
Hi, everybody. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. If you're needing a used car, we've got them. Everything from the most affordable cash cars to road-ready certified with warranty. The best used cars your money can buy. And we've got a finance option for everyone, whether you have great credit and you're looking for the best rate or you're needing to build your credit with a reputable lender. We've got you. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center. All the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath.
Are you an angler having trouble finding all the bait, tackle, and more for your fishing needs? Make a Wake Bait and Tackle, now located in Fort Smith next to Witts Marine. On North 11th Street is your place. Make a Wake Bait and Tackle. Also has the largest selection of plastics in the River Valley. Reactor Innovation, Bobby Garland, Zoom, Mega Bass, and more. Check out the Daiwa Rod and Reels. Make a Wake Bait and Tackle. 803 North 11th Street in Fort Smith. 479-926-9320. Also get your rod and reels repaired. Come see us next to Witts Marine at Make a Wake Bait and Tackle.
Weekend. The holidays are here, and Four Corks is your holiday celebration headquarters. Special times with a few or just for you. Makes Four Corks Wine, Beer, and Spirits your holiday party planning destination. Four Corks, 8000 Fort Smith. It's time to celebrate Arkansas. With Four Corks Wine, Beer, and Spirits, Four Corks is your final stop before the big game. Wine, beer, craft beer, bourbon, and even cigars. Your watch party destination is Four Corks, 8000 Street, Fort Smith.
Ready to explore beyond the beaten path? Discover the Range Rover lineup at Land Rover of Little Rock. Experience handcrafted luxury with the capability to take on any adventure. The elegant Range Rover offers unmatched performance and first-class luxury. The Range Rover is built for every journey. Visit Land Rover of Little Rock today and explore our incredible Range Rover selection. Plus, take advantage of our promotions and recently revamped service department. Visit us at 25 Colonel Glenn Plaza Drive or log on at LandRoverLittleRock.com.
Hey everyone, Erica Jensen here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Are you happy with your current office technology provider? Did you know that AAA Business Systems has been in business since 1979 and longer than any other provider in Northwest Arkansas? Listen up, I may be a Cajun girl at heart, but I'm a Razorback through and through. Call me today at 479-442-4185 to learn more about the one company that can truly change the way you work, and remember, anything else is just a copy.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Skies will remain mostly sunny statewide today with highs around 60 degrees across the north, lower 60s in the south. Overnight, partly cloudy through the evening, becoming mostly cloudy by daybreak, lows in the mid-40s. I'm Jared Cirillo with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Shamrock Liquor Warehouse, 5609 Midland Boulevard, your leader in fine wines, beers, and spirits. KERX, Paris Fort Smith.
Hey, we can't make you a morning person, but we can make your mornings.
ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Farm Credit. From farms to land, livestock, equipment, and more, Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com.
Maybe it's much too early in the game.
The fans today, this was unbelievable. Now, I'm going to say it again. That was maybe our best crowd, and I'm including Kansas. Did we beat Kansas?
Yes, we did.
Okay. That's not in the net, though, right?
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. So now we're starting, and these league games, we got to get 5, 6, 7 points out of you people. That's all I'm going to tell you. We need 5, 6, 7 points by people walking in this building. And I've had to come in here when it was like that.
This is the Morning Rush.
So is last night just an example that Arkansas is a football state but a basketball school? What I mean by that is if that was truly indeed better than the Kansas crowd, I know that we care deeply about Arkansas football, high school football, and NFL football. But the first time you actually have a decent crowd is when football is concluded with Arkansas. Is that you've got holidays coming up, and it's a Monday night, so I didn't think it was going to be much, but they had a really good crowd last night.
Yeah, and kids are out of school. I think it's availability, and you can officially turn the page right now from football to basketball season, certainly in our state. Let's get into that. Brought to you by Oaklawn. They've got racing coming up this weekend with live racing all the way through May. This weekend, 2 stakes races on Saturday, the $250,000 Smarty Jones Stakes and the $150,000 Mockingbird Stakes. All this weekend at Oaklawn with live racing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you haven't downloaded the Oaklawn Anywhere app, do that now. Use the promo code RUSH24 for a $150 sign-up bonus by using that promo code. You can use it on your iPhone, your iPad, tablets, computers. It's very simple and easy, and it's available in the Google Play or Apple App Store, so be sure and download that now. The Oaklawn Anywhere app, making it easier than ever. That's the Oaklawn Anywhere app from Oaklawn, live racing this weekend.
So for those who don't know, it's Tommy's birthday today. Tommy, your birthday falls, of course, on New Year's Eve, which is National Champagne Day and Unlucky Day. Do you consider yourself lucky?
No,
on your
generally
birthday?
not.
Really?
Like trips to the casino or
are you gonna get
whether
lucky?
the ball bounces left or right, goes in the trap or, in front of the green. Generally, a lot of those things don't work out. So generally, the right card doesn't come up in the poker game for me.
What about Cecil? Cecil's called in. Cecil, do you consider yourself lucky on National Unlucky Day?
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Thank you, Cecil.
Hey, and I love you. We've been affiliated for some years now, and that picture we took double-digit years ago, I'm a print it and give it to you. It's a nice picture, man.
You showed that to me. I don't know when I saw you a while back.
I think I did, didn't
It
you?
was on your phone, I believe. Yeah, that was an old
Yeah.
one. So.
Yeah. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. I enjoyed listening to y'all, and y'all been getting me through my work days for years and years and years, man. And Tommy, you was almost the first of the year, baby, man. That's special,
Hey,
man.
my dad was going for that tax deduction. He got to deduct me for the entire year of 75. Only had to feed and clothe me for about half a day. So.
Right. Man, I just wanted to call in and wish you a happy birthday, man. And I don't know how many years you got left to run up and down that court with that whistle, but I wish you at least 20 more years.
Oh, no, that's not happening. There's a lot more behind me than ahead of me. I can promise.
60,
right.
69.
Yeah, that ain't.
I don't think that's good.
Maybe the football field that might
maybe
happen.
Maybe 10, Tommy. Maybe 10. You can do it. You can do it.
Under.
Hey, just look at it this way.
I think my body can do it. I don't think my patience can do it.
Right. Well, just look at it this way.
One of them pills,
And in a few more years, just think about exercise.
Well, why start now?
Man, hey,
Hey,
I've been to the gym 2 times in
exercise.
3 months.
Yeah, that is my exercise.
Right.
So,
Well, anyway, man, who you got tonight, Tommy?
in the Penn State game,
Yes,
Penn State.
Penn State. They're pretty good.
I got a couple buddies that are Penn State alums, so I'm rooting for them. Our old buddy
Right,
David
I'm
Fuchs
still-
is one of them. So.
I'm still riding with Georgia. Hey, I just had a couple to come in. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Happy birthday, Tommy.
Thank you, Cecil. Happy New Year. So, yeah, I'm gonna ride with Penn State tonight.
Yeah, the Nittany Lions are just in a situation where they've got a chance to get into the college football playoff semifinal. We'll see what happens. Tom Murphy's going to join us coming up in just one bit. If you have a question for Tom, he was at the Liberty Bowl with us. You can call or text us at 877-377-6963. You've got one game tonight, a couple games tomorrow. I said couple, 3 games tomorrow. To the SEC schools that are affiliated. You got Texas and Arizona State, Georgia and Notre Dame are the ones that are going to be later on tomorrow. You do have SEC basketball tonight too. A couple games with Brown against Kentucky and Norfolk State against Tennessee. Are you gonna watch any college basketball today, or is it all football from here on out?
Football. I mean, I can't imagine how those players are probably saying, who scheduled this game on New Year's Eve?
That's what I was thinking.
You know,
the
people have to come in and work, like, the people that work the gates and the concessions, and who scheduled this game on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I don't know if
it sounded like a good idea at the time, but it's never a good idea when you have to do it.
No, it's not. All right, let's talk to our friend Tom Murphy.
Yeah, Eastern Arkansas folks might show up in terms of momentum and enthusiasm. I mean, so many guys are gone from the roster, so that you got that component. The Liberty Bowl is limited to, is it 42,000 for this game? If they got 16 to 18,000 from each fan base, they'd be satisfied.
Tom Murphy is brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Tom, Arkansas fans predominantly filled that stadium when it came to capacity. I think it was 37 of the 46,000, and it was majority Razorback red. What did you think about Arkansas's win, 39-26, this past Friday night, and how momentous, or how much momentum do you think they can take away from it heading into the offseason with a decent transfer portal haul?
Well, good morning to you guys, and happy New Year's Eve to you. That's a broad question. And I'll say this: I needed to go get my headphones from my car, and I did the pregame radio segment with Phil Elson, which is about 50 minutes before kickoff, and then I went to my car, and as I walked through and saw the crowd coming in, it looked like 5-1, maybe 6-1 Arkansas fans. So all the things that we had speculated on seemed to go positively for Arkansas. And it just kind of shows that there wasn't a ton of momentum in the game for the Razorbacks, and there were so many guys out, but the fans were happy to go see them, just like we were speculating. And they came out firing on offense with a bunch of new guys touching the ball. And I think being at 7-6, as we referenced before the game, it's a big deal. You don't have a losing season. If you're 6-7, the moniker of losing season just hangs over your head the entire offseason. Now it was a winning season.
Yeah. You wonder, watching this game, obviously Desmond James became a known entity in our state. I don't want to say household name at this point, but he's the one a lot of people are talking about coming out of that game. Tom, I just wonder, there's a reason he didn't play in the regular season. There's a reason his first touches and catches were in that game, but you wonder how speed like that couldn't find its way on the field. That's one of the things with close practices we'll probably never get an answer to.
No, but I was at the basketball game yesterday, and someone was talking about didn't the people hear that he had basically said he wasn't quite ready? Well, so that was all of last year, 23, and he and Davion Dozier came in and just didn't really get to play much, and he got some special teams work this year, but they've got to find a way. When you have a guy with that kind of speed, and not only the speed, but he got out of the swipe tackle right at the point of the reception on the slant and showed great balance getting out of that, then got up to speed quickly and then got out of another kind of swipe tackle at the end where he had to correct his balance yet again. So they've got to find a way that he's a big component of what they're doing next year.
I'd like Bobby Petrino to spend a while figuring out creative ways to get him the ball. Hand it to him, throw it to him. I don't know if the guy can pass the ball as well, but he's the guy with that speed. I'd like to see it on display, and I think they'll probably come up with some very creative ways to put the ball in his hands.
Well, yeah, they need to, and it's so on that slant. If a safety's not reading that and coming right up, then he gets past the corner as he did, and then it's wide open spaces. And that's just the kind of thing that if you can create that in SEC games, then you're grabbing a bunch of yardage doing that. So yeah, him and there'll be C.J. Brown will play a role, and then there's a list of guys who they got through the portal and so on that are going to be primary receivers.
Yeah. So pumping the brakes a little bit on this. This was not exactly, the Hall of Fame is not calling for the tape to put into the defensive annals of the College Football Hall of Fame. I mean, this was not the best defensively played ball game. So a lot of these yards, particularly first half, I think we got to, take a little bit of a dose of salt with it as well.
There's no question. And here's what I said with you guys and some other places before the game. Arkansas is going to score points. You got Bobby Petrino. You got your starting quarterback. Texas Tech's defense gave up big plays all season. Now, where they made up for that was they had 14 picks. But Talon just had a big game. He averaged 31 yards of completion. So the schemes they came up with got Tesla and James in space. And, the broken play where Talon scrambled to the right sideline and just kind of stood there and then found C.J. Brown for, I think it was 31 yards. That was one of the biggest plays in the game because it led to the Tyrell Reed touchdown on the next play, which to me that looked like a bowl game special from Petrino, that we're going to put this kind of chunky running back out here on the wing and just release him over the middle, and bam, nobody was on him. So there was so much good scheming, but you're right. Texas Tech's defense doesn't rate up there, and Arkansas did what they had to do.
Tom Murphy with us, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Tom, I was driving out earlier. There didn't seem to be anyone on the roadways. Are you working today? I know you're on with us, but are you doing stuff today, or are you taking the day off?
Oh, definitely. I think we're planning to try to run our sportsman of our stories of the year tomorrow, and so that's a nice package. And I got to finish up a couple things there. And then I'm working on a football recap, so I'll spend a little time doing that too. But it's also my anniversary, so it's going to be a good
for you.
Busy day.
All right. Well, Happy New Year, and I'm looking forward to the start of SEC basketball. I know that this weekend's going to be fun. We were talking earlier in the show. What's the over-under on an undefeated team? Will there be a 4-0? Will there be a 5-0? Will anyone survive 3 games in this league as an undefeated SEC basketball team?
Well, that's a great poser. I haven't looked at everyone's schedule. The ones who are playing the best, Tennessee, Auburn, the ones that are the highest ranked. I think Alabama's up there. But to look at the depth, to look at the top 25 and see Georgia in there, and I know Kentucky, I think A&M's in there. Ole Miss is off to a great start. John Calipari was saying last night that our first 3 games are just murderous.
Yeah.
You could be a top 20 team and face these 3 and go 0-3. So, you want to show well at Tennessee no matter the result. And then you got that Ole Miss game looming at home next is a big deal. So my answer is I don't think any team will lose fewer than probably 3 or 4 conference games. It's going to be real tough.
I mean, just listening to him last night, Tom.
This is, like I said, top to bottom. They're saying this is the best league maybe ever.
That's wild. And, I mean, double-digit teams to get in the NCAA tournament just seems like it's going to happen for Arkansas to kind of navigate that. Tommy also brought up that Greenberg had Arkansas in Tier 2. What would they have to do, in your opinion, to get in that Tier 1 SEC category with the likes of Auburn, Tennessee, Kentucky, and maybe Alabama as well? What would they have to show you here in the first few weeks of conference play?
That's a great question. I think clamping down a little bit more defensively, just being a little more connected defensively. Big Z, they got to find a role for him. When he was playing all those big minutes, you could see, ball handling and a few things were issues. But now that Adu is healthier, the time he gives in reserve, they need to be more productive. And then John L. Davis obviously missed the last couple of games.
Yeah.
They just haven't seemed to be at full strength yet.
Tom, listen, did you see the note that they haven't had a single game without missing a player this season through 12? I mean, they have had a guy missing every single game this year thus far.
It's just stunning, and so coherence and unity obviously would play into that. They're a great shooting team, y'all. They're top 12 or top 10 in the country, so hopefully that translates to SEC play. I think just being a little more smooth on offense, I'd like to see that. But you mentioned all those teams, and OU also is in the top 20. Yep. I mean, Texas is well regarded. It is really crazy to think that. I really like Lamont Paris in South Carolina, but I think right now they're like the lowest rated team in the conference, which is just blows me away.
The surprise last year, guys. Just off that question, Tom asked, you know how many teams are in the AP top 25 right now?
Is it
10?
What?
10. So
3 undefeated.
40% of college basketball ranked wise is from the SEC. That is absurd.
Yeah, it is. Mississippi State's in the top 25 too right now, I think.
Yeah.
So
it's like a baseball conversation.
Yeah, that's what Cal referred to it as. That we always when we talk about the SEC, we talk about baseball, we talk about basketball, and then again the strength has been lifted for the basketball. It seems like it's always been good in baseball. Football has been in every title game / college football playoff since I believe 2006. Tom, you got two teams still in the SEC in it with Texas and with Georgia. Did we make too much out of the first weekend of college football playoff because of the blowouts? Like people are already saying this needs to change, blah, blah, blah. Are we making too much out of it? Could you see there being good games in the quarterfinals these next few days?
Yeah, I think there should be better games, and let's don't judge the entirety of, we've expanded to 12 just on this first weekend. Maybe they need to tweak it so a Boise State and an Arizona State don't have buys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when they'll get to that or how they'll get to that, but they're talking about expansion before contraction. I don't think it'll ever contract again.
No.
But, yeah, those were blowouts, and I stopped watching several of those games pretty early on. So I'm hoping for much better entertainment and drama out of the remaining ones.
Tom, we'll leave it there, man. We appreciate you joining us. Happy New Year, and we'll chat on Thursday in 2025.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Talk to you next year.
Is that like Hags?
That's the ultimate dad joke today, right?
The yearbook it's Hags. Have a great summer, and then have a Happy New Year.
HNY, right? Happy New Year.
Okay. You're abbreviating it. Yeah. Are you going to send that out when you get the?
I've had a few texts
when
today.
you get the happy birthday text? Do you just send that? Thank
That's
you.
an acronym, not an abbreviation.
HNY, yeah, acronym. Sorry. Do you just do the HNY?
I've generally typed it out today. I've been very blessed. I probably had 100 texts today.
Okay,
which is great.
I like to say this.
Love it.
This is not a complaint.
Yeah.
But I don't feel well. That's why I've got this medicine ball. That's why I've been sucking down cough drops. That's why I
noticed you had some $5
spilled some or popped in some Claritins, popping pills.
Yeah.
So anything that I say in the next 40 minutes can't be used against me. Even though I would probably probably be incorrect, even if I was not dealing with anything. And again, this is not a complaint.
Maybe better this way.
Yeah, I'm just letting people know that if I say something stupid like
keep your finger near the button there
instead of acronym, then
that was your
don't
first time.
blame me.
That was your first time today.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Tom Murphy with us every Tuesday and Thursday, brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. You know, on a cattle ranch, calves aren't only raised by their mother; they're raised by a community of farmers, ranchers, and veterinarians committed to giving them the healthiest, most comfortable life possible, because for those cattle farmers, ranchers, and the moms of those baby calves, animal welfare is the top priority. Together we bring more beef. It's What's for Dinner, funded by the Arkansas farmers and ranchers, and courtesy of beef. It's whatsfordinner.com.
If you didn't know this, Cal has autographed decorum.
I'll point to you, all right? And the reason I wait for the rib balls is because they kind of wear down the pen real fast.
I know you probably go through something similar when you're signing autographs.
Oh, yeah.
The many, you guys have probably signed the same amount. Apparently, Guy only signs balls.
I'm not signing anything but balls.
So if
That's
you
all I
bring
sign.
him a jersey, you bring him shoes, you bring him something else, he's just signing the
That's
basketball.
one of the things, and, and a pretty decent size of fans stay and kind of gather there in the stands behind Chuck and Z and Coach and, throw stuff down. And that's something he did at Kentucky as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love the interaction. I love the effort to make the fans feel welcomed and appreciated and included. I love the effort he's making there.
And
let's be honest, other coaches wouldn't draw that kind of crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see what it's like after a loss. But I'm going to tell you, he mentioned the fans need to be worth 4, 5, 6 points a game. You played that clip earlier. We need to understand with this schedule, these teams, you mentioned 10 or 4 of the top 10 and 10 of the top 25. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 10 of the top 25.
10 of the top 25.
40%.
4 of the top 10.
Two-fifths, yeah.
Unbelievable. How good you're playing Kentucky every night. All right. So don't just show up for 1 or 2 games. You don't have Kentucky at home this year, but understand you're playing Kentucky every night in this league. You got 9 games. Make the commitment to be there. And if you can't, put someone in them seats. You can sell them at face value or probably a little better if they're great seats this year.
The Morning Rush
but you
Marketplace.
will find people to go.
Yes,
we
will.
need that place loaded up for 9 SEC games. That's what we have in front of us. And it's going to be like playing Kentucky every night up there.
Yeah, and he kind of went on about the fans.
How about this
Awesome
building
crowd.
today?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, great crowd.
And now we're starting league play. That was unbelievable, this crowd. And now we got to take it up 2 notches for the next couple of games.
They will.
And I'll tell you what, it's just good to walk in this building and see the kind of fans that we're having and what they're doing.
And get you going a little bit.
Yeah.
Cal talking about you and the impact that you have on his basketball program.
All right, so we'll have Hog Reaction coming up following Saturday's game. You and Matt will be along. It's brought to you in part by the Stadium Shop. They've got everything you need to crank up a new year. They'll have, the T-shirts and the hats, and it won't be long, and they're going to have all the baseball stuff ready to go.
Yeah.
I know Robert and Elizabeth and the family have been getting ready and geared up for baseball season, so be sure and stop in and get anything you need, whether it's nicer dress, maybe to wear to work, or a nice Razorback polo or button down. They've got those as well, but you need something to wear to the ball game. They've got that, and always makes the perfect gift, whether it's a birthday. I know the holidays are behind us now, but there's never a bad day to give a Razorback fan something with a hog on it. You'll find it all at the Stadium Shop, Razorback Road, next to Baum Walker Stadium in Fayetteville.
Andy texting in saying, Tommy, I love how Cal involves everyone. He's the complete opposite of Musselman in that. It's just not true.
I think Muss tried to involve people.
Yeah, I don't understand the
I think
philosophy.
Cal's better at it, but
He just
Muss
has
made an effort.
he's a bigger persona. I don't understand when someone leaves, gets fired, or departs. It's then we only say bad things about him. I realized that Eric Musselman decided that it was better for him and his family to move to Los Angeles and coach the USC Trojans. But Cal's not here without Muss. Period. If I'm going to be the only one that defends Eric Musselman on this stuff, it drives me insane when we get texts like this because it's just not true. That's crap. And I like Andy, but that's a terrible take this morning.
Muss has been a big part of you're right. Without Muss's accomplishments, John Calipari probably doesn't look at this job in the same way he was able to.
No question. All right,
because it wasn't completely a sleeping giant. It had been awoken from its slumber a little bit under Muss. So,
Yeah.
And he saw those things. So
we got to take a break. SEC update coming up in just a bit.
All right, so be sure to get by Andy's Frozen Custards for the new year. Take home the Pick 6. It's perfect to watch the games. I don't know about you. I don't care what the weather is outside. Little something sweet from Andy's always goes great with a ball game. Get that Pick 6 where you can mix and match 6 of your favorite flavors at Andy's Frozen Custards. Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith, 2 locations in Conway, also on JFK Boulevard, and download the Andy's Frozen Custards app as well to make your orders there. Walk up or drive through, Andy's Frozen Custards is ready to serve you.
Robert in Fort Smith, hang on. We'll get to you next to get our SEC update. We've got also CJ's Trivia Tuesday rolling along here, last day of 2024.
Follow us on Twitter at Ty Sports Radio and at Tommy Craft ESPN.
Hey, this is Colt Kubelik with ESPN and WJOX, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
This is the Morning Rush.
Touchdown, Arkansas! ESPN 95.3 is live on location.
It's Big C out here at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith the day before New Year's. I tell you what, Chad, you guys have got some great deals, some great reasons to come by from Harry Robinson.
A lot of reasons. Got $1,500 trade assistance for anybody trading a vehicle. It's going to be worth an extra $1,500 now until the end of the year, which is not much time left, so hurry up and get out here, take advantage of it. We've got sales tax paid on all of our pre-owned, got over 300 vehicles to choose from, and got some great deals on the new stuff, and the best finance department in the state to get you taken care of. Come on in here. Don't miss out your chance to save all this money and get yourself a new ride.
Come see Chad here at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. Always online at harryrobinson.com. They always give you more for your trade as well. State sales tax paid on all used. Get by here right now.
The big after Christmas sale is underway at Jelco Outdoors. Check out the huge savings under the porch and throughout the store. Save 50% off select work, hunting, and casual clothing by Ariat, Wrangler, Sitlock, Drake, Browning, Pursuit Gear, and more. Hurry in while the selection is at its best. Don't miss the big Jelco Outdoors 50% off after Christmas sale. Jelco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. Open New Year's Day, 10 till 5.
Hi, everybody. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. If you're needing a used car, we've got them. Everything from the most affordable cash cars to road-ready certified with warranty. The best used cars your money can buy. And we've got a finance option for everyone, whether you have great credit and you're looking for the best rate or you're needing to build your credit with a reputable lender. We've got you. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center. All the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath.
Hey, Wix. Billy, K is for horses. Are my ears that long?
Oh, you got me again. I'm going to order a large Boss Hog pizza for fishing tomorrow.
That's a lot of food. You taking a friend?
No, sir. I'm going to use it as bait.
Pizza as bait for fishing?
Yes, the catfish love them, some Jim's Razorback pizza.
They do?
Yes, they chase the bacon faster than green grass through a goose.
Bacon? Never would have thunk it.
Yup, and they come right to the river's edge when I call them too. Woo! Fish suey!
Oh, blessed Billy. All right, son. Have fun fishing.
Jim's Razorback Pizza. Blessed to serve you. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. Here at ESPN Arkansas, we rely on Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on the radio station when we're not here. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your stuff. Guardtronic, license E50.
With the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell, Luxury is all in the details. A cheesy gordita crunch with the crisp bite of a crunchy taco wrapped in a pillowy flatbread. A beefy 5-layer burrito with seasoned beef stacked on velvety melted cheese. A crunchy taco, chips and nacho cheese sauce, and a medium drink. All for just $7. Live Lux for less today at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks exclude freezes. Tax extra.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Except we've got SEC bias. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means more.
I know one thing. The SEC has got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
All right, your SEC update. Football gets going in the conference at 11 a.m. today when you've got a rematch of the college football playoff semifinal from last year, Alabama and Michigan. Jalen Milroe tries to beat the Wolverines, unlike last year. That was a great game last year. Nick Saban's final game. We didn't know at the time, but his final game in Tuscaloosa. That game is in Tampa today. It's the ReliQuest Bowl. Gets going at 11, so just 30 minutes from now, Tommy, on ESPN. South Carolina takes on Brett Bielema and Illinois in the Citrus Bowl at 2 as the other SEC game today. And then you've got one more game tonight, I should say. And I say tonight, it's at 2:30 featuring Baylor and LSU. Tomorrow, no SEC games in the college football playoff tonight, just Penn State and Boise State. Tomorrow, Texas takes on Arizona State at 1, and then Notre Dame takes on Georgia at 7:45. I will not be doing anything tomorrow except sitting in the wedge of my couch and watching college football from sunup to sundown, and probably past that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, tomorrow's one of the best days. The only bad thing about tomorrow is there's the day after it where you got to go back to work. That's what I like when these holidays fall on a Friday or on the weekend. You got a day after. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow's gonna be a tremendous day of football watching.
New Year's Eve was great last year. It was on Sunday, and then New Year's Day was on a Monday. I like it's when it's set up on a weekend, like you said. That always makes it more fun for Christmas. Thanksgiving's every Thursday, so that one didn't get, but Christmas and New Year's and 4th of July and other big holidays, I'm with you. And then how about Kentucky playing Brown today in Lexington and Tennessee hosting Norfolk State before they play Arkansas? Like you kind of alluded to earlier, if you're an employee there and you have to work those games, you just don't want to be there at all for a day like this, with it being New Year's Eve. And I guess
I'm watching the clock right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's 2. At least they're not at nighttime. It's at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So, and that might be 12 and 1. I don't know if this is Eastern time or not, but at least it's not at night. At least you're not there till 10 o'clock at night or something working.
But I guess that most places, unless you're in retail, unless you're in government, unless you work at an airport or something like that, we'll get to, sit around and be, watch football or whatever you want to do.
Speaking of the airport, do you guys have Netflix?
Yes.
Have you watched that new Jason Bateman?
Carry On?
I thought it was pretty good.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
I watched it over Christmas with my family. My dad liked it. I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think it's
give it,
Sophia Carson. She's beautiful.
I'd give two thumbs
up.
Yep.
2 thumbs up here on your birthday. All right, that is your SEC update here on a Tuesday, final day of 2024.
All right, SEC update brought to you this morning by our friends at the Inn at the Mill. If you're looking for a place to stay in 2025 in Northwest Arkansas, we always recommend the Inn at the Mill. They're the place where it's right in the heart of everything. Conveniently located off the Johnson exit 69. Big, oversized, spacious rooms, great breakfast to start the day, great high-speed internet, and you're close to everything. 10 minutes from the U of A campus. You're 10, 12, 15 minutes from Benton County and Rogers and Bentonville and the things up there. You're 5 minutes from where the Naturals play at Arvest Ballpark. So you're close to everything. Great restaurants, great shopping, and all the entertainment right there at the Inn at the Mill. 479-443-1800 or book online at innatthemill.com.
Goff. Here's a little lateral to Williams, and he's down the sideline and gone for a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown made the catch. He's done this before this year, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and this time the lateral for the touchdown, and Ben Johnson loving every second of it.
That was last night's touchdown, hook and ladder in a Detroit 40-34 victory. The more I watch Detroit play, Tommy, the more I think that they're going to get the number 1 seed and beat the Vikings next week. I think we're headed for a Detroit-Kansas City Super Bowl. And I'm a bad Packers fan, but I can't dislike Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson. You got 3 Razorbacks on it. Jake Bates was making.
Well, we were talking about that last night. Watched some of that game at halftime, flipped over, and then back after the game, and a lot of Razorbacks both sides of that game last night. So fun game. I know there's been a lot of injuries with the 49ers, but you look at them and how they played last night, and you wonder how they were 6-9. Going into that game.
What do you think the record is? Because BA and Dre were on the other side. What do you think the record is of Razorbacks in a football game in the National Football League? Like total, because we've talked about that for basketball. Yeah. We figured out there was at one point
there was a game with the Suns, and it was a game a while back for the Phoenix Suns. It was one where you had Joe Klein still on the roster.
Didn't we count 5? Because you had Big O, Joe,
right,
Todd, and I think there's 2 others. I can't. I say Todd Day.
No.
Okay. Either way, we counted up. It was 5, but that would be last night. Again, I can't think of a time there's 5 Razorbacks in NFL uniforms in the same game. I'd have to think about that, but that was pretty cool, and I'd forgotten that would be something to just kind of wonder about a little bit. Let's go to Robert in Fort Smith. He's called in this morning here on the Morning Rush. Robert, what do you have for us on fans? I know you wanted to chat about Arkansas fans a little bit.
Yeah, real quick. I got lucky yesterday. Somebody that had season tickets, they let me go, and I sat like 3 rows off of the Oakland bench. And I listened to a bunch of people talk about season tickets and how nobody griped about giving money to basketball. But it's sad that we've had to get back to this return on investment because football, until we see it, they're not going to get it. And I get it, but that's what it takes to get that program going. But it's just hard to fathom that we've come to this to where it's always been about money, but you know what I'm saying? It's at the forefront now.
Yeah.
That's strictly what it is. And it sucks because it's like I said, I didn't hear one person last night gripe about, we give $8,000, $10,000 for, but in football, I don't want to give it. I don't blame them, though. You won 6 games. I know you won 7, but you know what I'm saying? You won regular 6 records. You don't want to give that money. And it just sucks that it's come to that. And until we get that money, football, I just don't know if we're ever going to get there. I just listen to y'all.
Thanks, Robert. Reseeding, Tommy, what's the timeline on that again for basketball in Budweiser Arena? When are they doing that again?
After this season. The reseeding, and essentially they're going to raise up. What does that mean? You have to pay more to sit lower level, courtside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and but it's got to happen. It happened in baseball 4 or 5 years ago, 3 or 4. I lose track of time, but several seasons ago they reseeded baseball because people that were giving tens of thousands of dollars couldn't get seats in a decent part of the ballpark. And when you up the ante with a new coach, you up the ante with NIL. You've got to up the ante with the true cost of what it takes to have tickets.
There was this would never happen outside of student tickets, but there's like student points and rewards. I'm forgetting the college, but you were granted access to games based on how many events and stuff that you would attend. And I'd be curious to know, like, of the season ticket holders inside of Budweiser Arena, like the ones that are at every game versus the ones that don't get a chance. And it also, like, location and attendance, like, you have to like bounce that in. Students are obviously all at the University of Arkansas or in the Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers area, if that's wherever they live. But it's interesting to see, like, it's sold out, but not everyone's there. But you had a really good crowd last night, and John Calipari was very, very thankful for that. And a solid game. Had a good first half, and then Arkansas kind of got it going again, 92-62 the final. Several guys in double digits for Arkansas. Adu Thero with another great game. He was 8 for 12 for 20 last night. Boogie Flan was 8 for 15 with 24. And then a couple other guys got into double digits. Carter Knox had himself a good game, 6 of 8 for 17 points. So you didn't have Nelly Davis last night. Jonas was feeling under the weather. Hopefully both those guys are back for Saturday, or I don't think it's going to go like you want it to inside of Thompson Bowling Arena.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think it's just going to be a fun trip through the SEC this year. Hey, we're brought to you by our friends at Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202 is the number at Gaston's. They can take care of you with winter rates right now. Lodging, they've got big discounts for January, February, March. So if you want to save some money and make a trip at some of the best fishing of the year in January and February, now's the time to make that call. 870-431-5202 and ask about winter rates at Gaston's White River Resort. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Just say, Alexa, play ESPN Arkansas.
ESPN Arkansas from TuneIn.
This is Bernard Green. You're listening to the Morning Rush.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hi, this is Truett Tollett with WT Equipment. We're here to help you get ready for the year ahead. Take advantage of our small engine shop special. Just $129 to service your mower or handheld equipment, any brand. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. While you're here, check out New Holland Tractors, Bobcat Equipment, and more. Tough, reliable, and ready to work as hard as you do. Visit any of our locations or online at WTEquip.com. WT Equipment. Equip your future. Elevate your potential.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
This is the Morning Rush. ESPN 95.3 is live on location.
Big C coming to you again from Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith this new year. Come make a deal. Harry Robinson is looking to make you one happy customer, get you in a vehicle that you love, $1,500 trade assistance on every vehicle on the lot, new or used. Their used selection qualifies for state sales tax paid, so that's another way you can save some money. No payments for 90 days. Vehicle as low as $9,995, $1,500 trade assistance. Again, this is the time to buy Harry Robinson Buick GMC. They always give you more for your trade, and if you're looking to purchase a vehicle that qualifies for current year tax reductions, this is the place to do it. Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11, I-540 in Fort Smith.
Man, I wish I knew you were here. We hear that every day at In Stock Parts, located off Highway 45 across from the cold storage in Fort Smith. Are you a maintenance technician, landscaper, farmer, or a do-it-yourselfer in need of bearings, belts, or roller chain? Or safety supplies like gloves, safety glasses, or earplugs? Maybe you need drill bits, tap and die sets, lubricants, or even a gas-powered pump or generator. Don't waste your time driving around. Stop by In Stock Parts, your industrial parts resource, or check them out online at InStockParts.com. In Stock Parts.
Watch every hog game this season at Joe's Grill and Cantina, your home for half-price apps and taps during every hog game. With TVs all around the restaurant, you'll have a front row seat for all the action. Half-price appetizers like Joe's Sampler Platter, Ballpark Nachos, 10-layer dip, brisket nachos, and Mexican pizza. And ask about Joe's tailgate packages to make your football experience even better in the comfort of your home. Half-price apps and taps for every hog game at Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett at River Valley Smile Center. You may know me as your local dentist, but I'm a giant Hogs, Dolphins, and college baseball fan as well. Listen to me, Phil, and Matt talk about our 3 ups and downs for the weekend every Monday on halftime at 12:15. At River Valley Smile Center, we're a comprehensive dental facility that offers children's dentistry, dental implants, sedation, whitening, and much, much more. Dr. Cole Johnson, Dr. Hannah Cabe, and myself are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family.
Hi, everybody. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. If you're needing a used car, we've got them. Everything from the most affordable cash cars to road-ready certified with warranty. The best used cars your money can buy. And we've got a finance option for everyone, whether you have great credit and you're looking for the best rate or you're needing to build your credit with a reputable lender. We've got you. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center. All the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath.
Looking to build your own field of dreams? Trust the experts at Tucker Construction and Remodeling. With over 30 years of experience, we turn blueprints into reality, ensuring top quality craftsmanship in every project. From homes to commercial spaces, our dedicated team makes your vision come to life. Choose Tucker Construction and Remodeling, where your dreams are built to last. Call us today at 650-6453 or visit tuckercr.com. Mike Tucker Construction, building your field of dreams.
Courtside with Fort Smith Public Schools.
You know, one of the things that the way I like to coach, I solicit a lot of feedback from the girls. And there's that language that you develop with your players that those seniors already know. And so when I'm asking them to do something, they can translate it for me, you know, or when I'm needing feedback from them, they kind of know what I'm wanting to hear.
Coaches take you inside on what's going on in Fort Smith sports. New episode every week on the Hit That Line podcast network and on hitthatline.com. Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Guarded by Knox. Carter knocks it away. Strips him to the other end. The layup's good. Knox, after the three, gets the steal in the bucket. The Razorbacks are up by 5.
This is the Morning Rush.
So the countdown is on. It's 10:45 right now here on the Morning Rush. 12 o'clock tonight. Some of you will stay up. Some of you won't. Have you figured out what time you'll think you'll probably go to bed?
Oh, whenever I get tired. Probably whenever I fall asleep watching
Penn
watching
State,
that Penn State
the game's
game.
at 6. Is that right? What time is that?
9:30 or so, and it'll be over.
All right,
6 means they don't kick off till 6:20. 6:20, 9:20, 9:40. I'll probably make the end of that game.
Okay.
10 o'clock, now that we're not up at 4:30, I can do 10 o'clock now at night.
I'm at a stage in my life where I've got friends that are a couple years younger than me, and they'll stay up for 2 or 3 more hours after. About midnight, I am
Next week,
tired.
I got to get back in my normal routine. I've gotten lazy the last week or two in our morning workout group. We've kind of taken the holidays off, so next week we got to get it like back out there at 6 a.m., back up at 5:30. Get rocking and rolling again.
Pumping iron, getting in the sauna
that.
after. Get you an ice
Don't know
bath.
about all that. But,
Get you an ice bath.
Don't know about, and I'm kind of intrigued by those a little bit, but
My buddy swears by them. There's several people that swear by them.
yeah. All right, we got the CJ's trivia coming up in a minute. We're talking about the game on Saturday. You can watch the game at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith. Half-price apps and taps during every game, so they'll have it on the screen for you at Joe's if you want to stop in. Plus, it's New Year's Eve. I saw where they were having the dollar tacos all day long today at Joe's Grill and Cantina.
Bang,
Got
bang.
music and a lot of stuff to celebrate the new year tonight. So stop in today for dollar tacos. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street across from Harps.
I'm ready for one of them Butcher Boys.
Yeah, CJ.
CJ's Butcher Boy. My God.
This is CJ's Trivia Tuesday, presented by CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers in Fayetteville and Russellville.
Now, Doug is a big guy. He couldn't even finish all of his, and I finished all mine.
But he got the number 2, didn't he?
I did too.
Trust me, that is a burger to die for.
When all you do are burgers, they have to be the best.
All right, so I mentioned that there are 10 SEC teams in the top 25 AP-wise right now. That was going to be our CJ's question, but since we are on the doorstep of the quarterfinals of the college football playoff, I figured we'd go with that. In the first edition of the 14 playoff in 2014, which was the team that won the national championship? That is our CJ's trivia question, 877-377-6963. It's a team you don't like. Which team won the national championship? There's a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams you don't like. Which team won the inaugural college football playoff national championship following the 2014 season? Do you guys know this off the top of your head? Don't say it, obviously.
I think I know.
Can you snap to it?
Yeah.
Okay. This will be a It's momentous.
I don't
event.
think it's the answer everybody thinks is the obvious one.
Okay. It's not that one.
Yeah,
Correct on that. But this is a big year because I want to see if the SEC can get back into the fold of national champions with getting beat last year in the semifinals with Michigan beating Alabama. You had a Big Ten team winning for the first time in quite some time. ACC won a couple with Clemson. But yeah, this is a chance for the SEC to get back into the fold and all that. All right. We've got our contestant who's called in. Colton, who do we got on the line, man?
We got Steve.
All right, Steve, what is the answer to our CJ's Trivia Tuesday question this morning?
Ohio State.
That is correct. Steve, hold on. We'll get your information off air. Ohio State, the Buckeyes, if you remember.
And how many more championships has the Big Ten won since then? None till last year when Michigan finally stepped back in.
A decade apart. Think about, so Michigan, Ohio State have the football ones lately, and basketball, I don't believe they've won since 2000. I think that's right, with Michigan State. Baseball, I'd have to. No. I don't think there's any baseball ones that come to mind.
Michigan got to the College World Series final, but
I think the same year Arkansas was there in 2022. But typically it's not something. But that Ohio State team was interesting because you had it was Braxton Miller who got injured. Then I think it went to J.T. Barrett and he got injured. And then they brought in Cardell Jones, 12 gauge, and he led them along with Ezekiel Elliott past Alabama and past Oregon for the national championship. Oregon beat Florida State in the semifinals.
Someone brought this up yesterday. Has there ever been a time where Michigan and Ohio State won it in back-to-back years?
Big C was asking. That was a good question.
And I don't know, it'd be like Alabama and Auburn when they had I guess, wasn't a three-peat, but because, it was Alabama, Auburn, then Alabama again, right?
Right? 2009, 2010, 2011. Yep.
Right. So, and then
Alabama won it again. So it actually went Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, Alabama.
Yeah. And then was it Florida State after that?
Florida State beat Auburn.
Florida State beat Auburn.
It could have been.
It could have been Auburn again. Yeah. Auburn had that game won and messed it up at the end.
Yep. Chris Davis got beat, I think, by Kelvin Benjamin on a slant route or something. James Winston found him in the back of the end zone. So pretty crazy. Again, the first inaugural 12-team college football playoff already underway. Quarterfinals this weekend. We'll see if the SEC team has a squad left standing following the game between Texas and Arizona State, and then Georgia and Notre Dame. That is your CJ's Trivia Tuesday, always brought to you by our friends at CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. Keith Wilson and his team wishing you an awesome 2025. Always stop in at CJ's in Russellville and in Fayetteville for the best burgers, fries, and shakes around. CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. When all you do are burgers, they have to be the best. And let me tell you, they are at CJ's.
If you haven't downloaded the Hit That Line Now app, do that now. It's now powered by our friends at Taco Bell. Try the Taco Bell $7 Lux Cravings Box with 3 full-size classics, including chips, nacho cheese sauce, and a drink. That's the Lux for less. Download the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell, and hitthatline.com, where every bite is a win. You got to have that on the go for the holidays. Have that Hit That Line Now app on your phone.
So things we were talking about in 2024 that we're not going to do in 2025. To sum up, what are your 3?
Not going to quit drinking bourbon. Not going to quit hitting bad golf shots, although I'd like to. There's. Listen, I could stand to lose a few pounds. I understand that. I could stand to gain some patience. I understand those things, but all in all, pretty much getting to do what I want to do.
Don't complain. Don't be envious. Don't look at my phone before bed. Those are the 3 big things.
Those are good ones.
3 big things that I'm not trying to do.
And I think, we've lost people that mean stuff to us in sports. We've either had someone in our lives that means something to us we've lost. Tell them before they're gone. What they mean to you. Do that more in 2025.
That's the conclusion of the Morning Rush in 2024. We'll be back next year in 25. For now, we pass the headsets and the microphones to our friends Phil Elson and Matt Jones. Halftime coming up next. Have a great rest of your day. Final day of 2024. It's been a good one. We'll talk to you next year.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from